Fang Hanwu, a volunteer from Kaohsiung who is also a baker, recently went to Selangor, Malaysia to take up the task of teaching a baking class at the Tzu Chi 4-in-1 officer training camp. Although it seemed like a simple cooking class to make mantou bread, participants soon found out that Mr. Fang had more to teach than just baking. Let's take a look.
These volunteers that aren't sure about the baking directions are quick to ask the baker for clarification. In Selangor, Malaysia, these volunteers are learning how to make delicious mantou bread from baker Fang Hanwu.
So to make it rise just a little bit, you only need to cut it about this size so it won't look bad.
Mr. Fang runs his own bakery in Kaohsiung and is also a Tzu Chi volunteer. He recently took the opportunity to visit this 4-in-1 Tzu Chi officer training camp in Selangor, Malaysia, not only to teach his trade as a baker, but also to spread the Dharma.
Like the master often teaches us, we have to be mindful in everything we do. When I am working with the dough, I have to be mindful of how I'm kneading the dough. If you don't knead carefully, there will be uneven consistency with hard chunks in the bread. It won't be soft or taste good. So you can see, even making mantou bread, the idea is the same. If you want a good result, you have to be mindful of yourself in any environment.
With love as the key ingredient, Mr. Fang is happy to teach these volunteers just as they are happy to learn.
It really left a strong impression on me when he told me that we shouldn't think of this as a kind of work, but rather as a kind of meditative practice and a chance to cultivate ourselves. I was in a bad mood a few days ago, but his words today and seeing him work really had a positive influence on me and cheered me up.
When one learns to change their perspective, work is no longer a cause for stress, but instead an opportunity for mindful cultivation.